Hello, I'm Jared Willits, and welcome to My Thoughts for What They're Worth, episode number 39, entitled Tell Me Lies, Tell Me Sweet Little Lies. Get to that in a second, but first, if you like the podcast, please push the like button. Share it would be great. Subscribing would be wonderful. Right here on YouTube and Spotify, My Thoughts for What They're Worth. Please like, share, and subscribe. I certainly would appreciate it. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Here's the question I ask. In the history of our great nation, since day one, has any president of these United States lied to the American people? Of course they have. Every last one of them. Not just once or twice, but lots of times, for lots of reasons, okay? And I think it comes down to two broad categories of lies. One is the honorable lie, the noble lie, the lie that is being said in for the good of the nation, to move something forward that's right and righteous, to make sure that other people and other nations didn't know things. You have to lie to them, and you have to lie to the American people at the same time. The noble lie. You're doing something good, and it requires you to lie to get it done. Okay. Then there's the other category. The more fun category, the self-serving lie. When you're trying to get out of trouble, trying to cover something up and not get in trouble, you simply lie. I didn't do that. No way. I'm a president of the United States. Why would I lie? And I started thinking, going back to some notable lies in history. I go back to Richard Milhous Nixon with the Watergate scandal. He said from the Oval Office, the American people have a right to know if their president is a crook. I'm not a crook. Well, he had stated really that he had no knowledge at all of the Watergate break-in. He didn't know anything about it at all. Truth is, he did. In fact, he approved the plan. So he was lying to stay out of trouble. That didn't work for him. That was his lie. Let's talk about, Barack Obama. Do you remember this? During the days trying to push through the Affordable Care Act, he said, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. That was a lie. He knew it was a lie. It wasn't true. But I think it comes out of the category of the honorable lie. I think he really believed that the Affordable Care Act was a wonderful thing that needed to get passed, needed public support to get it passed. It would be a great thing for the American people for their medical care. So he told the lie. If you want your doctor, you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. He lied. The honorable lie. Let's move on to, let's go back a little bit more. I don't want to forget about Bill Clinton. Let's see here. How did it go? Got to hold the finger in the air. I did not have sex with that woman. Yeah, you did, Bill. You got caught. So that was the self-serving lie. That didn't work out for him either. Okay? Bill Clinton with the self-serving lie. Let's go to Donald Trump. Let's take your pick in terms of lies. We'll move on. What brings me to this topic today is that the big deal, one of the big deals in the campaign for the White House is Vice President Harris released her medical records, challenging Donald Trump to do the same. I have, I guess, some of the quotes from the White House doctor in terms of her health, that healthy, active lifestyle, perfectly healthy in every way, quote, possesses the physical and mental resiliency required to successfully execute the duties of the president, to include chief executive, head of the state, and commander-in-chief, and all that. We go back to 2015, if you remember, when Donald Trump released his medical records from his physician at the time. It was hyperbolic, I believe is the word. Some of the quotes, this, if elected, he'll be the healthiest president ever elected to office. His physical strength and stamina are extraordinary. His blood pressure astonishingly excellent. And all that. And we all knew that, we found out that pretty much Donald Trump wrote that himself. And that was full of inaccuracies. So it brings me to this. Here's the question of the day. We talk about the imperative. The imperative in the race for the White House is being elected, period. Everything else falls behind that. You must get elected. You have to get elected. You do anything to get elected. Things fall behind, including the truth. So we have these medical records released by the White House doctor for Kamala Harris. Now, do you think maybe they found something, really interestingly bad? Maybe, liver function, kidney function, I don't know, something like that. Maybe a heart thing. Do you think they'd put that in the report? They would release that? Probably not, in my mind. Maybe she is perfectly healthy and there's nothing wrong. She has some allergies or something like that, I guess. But if there's something that was significant that might impact the election, do you think they would include it? I don't think so. I think the imperative is there. And election is everything. Being elected means all, so the truth falls by. Now, she may well be perfectly healthy in every respect, but it just kind of came to mind listening to the doctor and reading about it, and then going back to Donald Trump's physician's report on his health and all that. So as we go on with the last few weeks of the campaign, just remember, as I talked before with campaign promises and campaign ads, they can lie to you with impunity because political speech is protected speech. You really can't go after them. So we'll see what happens in a few weeks, huh? Those are my thoughts for what they're worth. I'm Jared Willits.